Hello and welcome to Microsoft Ignite 2024 Unpacked. I'm Rob Strechay, Managing Director with theCUBE Research. One of the things we are unpacking is the technology ecosystem and how organizations are looking to span on-premises and Azure. To help me unpack this, I have Chris McHenry, who's the SVP of Product Management from Aviatrix. Hey Chris, thanks for zooming in from the conference itself and connecting up with us. I know it's real busy there.
Yeah, it's super busy, and no problem, Rob. It's always nice to talk to you. My apologies for any background noise or the crazy background we're running around. It's been a great show already.
Oh, we love it, man. It's like real life, right? I mean,
it is real life.
It's
yes.
funny how Zoom interrupts real life every now and again, but
yes.
we appreciate you getting in there. I know Aviatrix has been supporting Azure for quite a while. It's not new or anything like that, but how it's supporting Azure and the customers that are using Azure may have changed a bit, given there's a little thing called AI. So how is AI and Azure really changed the game for customers that are looking at a multi-cloud story, or especially from a security perspective as well?
Yeah, great questions. I mean, I think one of the big trends that we've seen growing over the last several years really has been organizational adoption of multi-cloud. And, AI is another one of those trigger points that, an organization is looking to really differentiate themselves in terms of how they integrate AI into maybe their products or their operational workflows or, a number of different pieces. And obviously Azure has the partnership with OpenAI has really driven adoption of multi-cloud for customers who weren't in Azure already.
Yeah, no, and I think that to me is one of the things is that you still need to get to the data. A lot of times the data is in multiple places, and having that multi-cloud setup really, and especially on-prem to Azure, is pretty important. But what complexities do organizations face when using Azure and other clouds to build cloud-native applications? I especially heard through the grapevine here that there's some changes coming to Azure from a networking perspective.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting being in the networking space, right? We can touch so many different things to help. But the ultimate goal is supporting apps, right? So whether it's AI, whether it's an application that you're migrating to the cloud, whether it's a containerized application, networking is really important. Historically, one of the big things that the cloud providers tried to do was make networking really, really easy. And every so often, networking, it's one of those things that's hard to completely make magic, because fundamentally it's one of those layers that interacts with the outside world. So internet access is a critical part of modern applications. And when we talk about AI, the ability to access the OpenAI service may happen over the internet. The ability to access third-party APIs may happen over the internet. Historically, in Azure, internet access has worked like magic. And at the end of this year, around the September timeframe, Azure is going to be changing the way that applications access the internet. And they're removing that kind of magic button. So organizations are going to have to make a choice as to how they implement internet access. They call this the default egress change. You have a couple different choices. You can deploy a NAT gateway. You can deploy a firewall. We think that we have one of the best options out there. And I really advocate for customers who are in this situation where they need to make a change to internet access. Take this as an opportunity to think about how you improve your security posture. Aviatrix's cloud perimeter security solution is really, I think, one of the best options for customers moving forward, to make sure that they have continued continuity in the way that their applications work after the change takes effect, but also maximizing their security posture.
Yeah, that's a huge change. I mean, like you said, it's funny enough that taking away the easy button, it can cause a lot of angst, to put it mildly. And anytime you're talking about egress and making egress more difficult, we know through other hyperscalers who've gone and made changes to their egress policies, it doesn't always go over so well. So this one is something we'll definitely be watching closely. But I agree. I think having that perimeter security makes total sense.
Yep, you just got to be prepared for it, and anytime there's a change, I think the really important part about this one is Any new workloads that you spin up, it's not going to change the existing workloads that you have, but any new workloads that you spin up are going to have to follow this new model, which effectively means you need to figure out how you're going to handle it across your entire landscape.
Yeah, no, I think that's key. And I think I like the fact that you guys have a pretty good relationship with Microsoft and Azure. What are some of the Azure specific capabilities that you're supporting and have just announced as well?
Yeah, so we've been a partner with Microsoft Azure for a long time, and a lot of the networking stuff that we've been doing, obviously still super, super relevant. But we are taking this opportunity and have taken the opportunity over the last year to really deepen our partnership with Microsoft. And there's two integrations that we're announcing at Ignite this week. One is an integration with the security ecosystem. We talked about perimeter security. We talked about cloud firewalling as being one of our core value propositions. And it's incredibly important to integrate with the rest of the ecosystem. So we announced an integration with Microsoft Security Copilot, which is their AI threat hunting product, integrated with Sentinel, integrated with Defender, and now you can use Copilot to integrate any intelligence that Aviatrix has around your security posture into that workflow. The second integration that we're announcing is an integration with Microsoft's SSE solution. So SSE, obviously, a really critical way of implementing network security. And Microsoft announced their SSE solution about a year ago. It's been in preview for a while. One of the challenges with SSE is getting traffic to the SSE. And so we have announced an integration with Entra SSE to accelerate and connect out to VDI environments, to data centers, and to other remote sites so that you can quickly onboard all of your network traffic into Microsoft's SSE.
Yeah, no, I think that seems like a very key thing is really, especially security with AI is just, we've been talking this entire week about the fact that a lot of it is around, securing all of the data, understanding anomalies where people are attacking different parts of the LLM's infrastructure and data infrastructure these days. It's crazy. And getting also integrated with the Copilot stuff so you can find the threats faster is just a huge step forward. So let me also go back a week, as I think you've had some exciting couple weeks here and announcement-wise, and you guys rolled out your Aviatrix PaaS, platform as a service offering. Let's kind of go back and unpack that a little bit and kind of shine a lens on why that's important for Azure customers as well.
Yeah, so it's been a really exciting couple months, and we got a ton of stuff in the pipeline from an announcement perspective. But yeah, so last week we announced our Aviatrix platform as a service solution, and I'm super, super passionate and excited about how this is really going to transform the way that customers get to leverage the value that Aviatrix brings. Any networking software in the cloud historically has, maybe added a little bit of operational overhead. People get concerned about, virtual appliances and things along those lines. And with Aviatrix PaaS, we're completely transforming the operational model. So you get to consume all of the advanced capabilities that Aviatrix brings to the table, the industry-leading cloud firewalling capabilities, the industry-leading network configuration and observability capabilities, and you get to do it with the same operational overhead that you'd experience from a first-party service or from a native service. So we manage the entire stack for you, and you just get to get the value out of the network without having to think about any additional added operational overhead. I think it's going to be transformative. Super, super excited about giving our customers this ability and this option to consume the incredible innovation that we've been bringing to market over the last 10 years.
Yeah, no, and I love it that it's the easy button as well, as we talk about,
easy button.
Azure kind of taking away one of the easy buttons, but you guys are bringing another easy button. So hey, net, it's still easy as long as you're in the Aviatrix world. So I love that. That's great stuff. But thanks for coming on, Chris. I know it's hectic there, and I really appreciate you making time for us today.
Yes, absolutely. My pleasure. Great to see you, Rob.
And thank you for watching Microsoft Ignite 2024 Unpacked, and stay tuned for more on theCUBE, the leader in tech news and analysis.